You guys ready to get? Do you have the experience of a lifetime?
Let's party.
I'm
Okay,
scared.
I want you to open the package that I have scarily wrapped for you.
Okay. Well,
It
do we need
is.
to
It's
do we need
very
to preface
intimidating.
this with anything? Like, do you need to show any clips of flashbacks of the previous
Oh
highlight?
yeah, I mean we can have a little. I'll put a couple of little montage real fast of our last experience.
No.
Oh, the one chip challenge. Dude,
You want to?
Let's do it. Oh,
All
man.
right.
Oh,
Here we go. Cheers.
cheers. Breathing isn't helping.
It doesn't help.
Doesn't
Trust
help.
me.
I'm tearing up.
You're turning red, man.
I'm turning red, man.
Before you do Mead Stampede,
No,
because it'll wreck your taste buds.
I'm crying.
I'll let you go ahead and open it. And I'll explain the reason why I chose this thing. Our last, as people just saw, we Nathan surprised me with a one chip challenge, which is a extremely hot chip intended to, I think, kill you. But
Yeah.
it didn't quite kill us. We
survived.
survived. This time I wanted to do something a little different. So I was like, what's another silly challenge I can find? And so I went a different world and found a sour tasting challenge.
Oh gosh. Oh man.
So this comes with, and I'll try and show people some pictures and stuff. This comes with a neutralizer. So you get some water, and you basically, it's like 6 ounces of water is what it says. And you put this stuff inside of it, and I guess that's what you drink whenever you're ready to tap out.
Oh, we're not tapping out. We're gonna throw that neutralizer in the trash.
So
So that's the neutralizer.
that's the neutralizer.
There's two of them.
I don't know. I think there might be 6 gummies in here.
Oh wow.
I don't know. I can't tell.
There.
Let's see. I see one.
I'll
Oh, there's
think
6. Oh, this is perfect.
Oh man. All right, cool.
This is intended for you guys to do this together.
Now, are you doing all 6?
Oh, no.
Go
I mean,
get your lady. She'll join us.
Yeah, be on par to be with you guys. I'll probably just keep it to 3. If I'm feeling strong in the moment, I might pop a few extra, but I might.
All right.
So here's what we're gonna do. We need to get our little neutralizer set up first. So a little bit of water, and then you put a neutralizer packet in there.
See, I don't want to use these. I want to keep them intact because it says try to do it for 30 seconds without making a face. And then what's the record for going
I don't
without
know. It doesn't say like the one chip was like 10 minute, 15, 20, and you're like a superhero. This is just like can you survive 30 seconds?
Oh, I can do 30 seconds is fine. Let's say if we can go like 5 minutes without it.
Without making a face?
No. 30 seconds without making a face.
Okay.
And then 5 minutes without taking a drink. Or it doesn't have to be. It can be whatever.
Okay. I'll take that. That.
Because then we can try to see what it makes this taste like.
Okay. I'm gonna mix up my neutralizer real fast, and then they even have the little do not eat like pack with them.
Yeah. All right. Carissa's gonna prep her neutralizer. I'm gonna be trying to be a tough guy.
I got mine. It's looking kind of milk watery, honestly.
All right. Let me get my phone. We got a stopwatch up here.
Oh. All right, I gotta get all my expressions out.
Yeah.
She loves to make facial expressions, so I can't wait to see what she does.
They just naturally hit.
All right, so we're gonna take 3 of these, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take one more sip of your the Pilot Mead that you sent us, just so I can remember what it tasted like.
What it tastes like before your taste buds were gone.
Which like I said, that's a delicious bean. Anything I say after this, disregard. Right. You got 3?
All right, y'all ready? I mean, we got
Wait,
3 as well.
Well, I'm gonna put them in my hand first, and then I gotta start the clock. Are you gonna put a clock up on the
Oh yeah, for sure.
in post or whatever?
These are true gummies for sure. They're gummy looking, feeling.
Cheers it.
All right, ready? Let's go.
Cheers. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I ruffled my eyebrows a little bit, but that was just because I thought this isn't that bad.
It's
like
not that bad.
It's like a Sour Patch Kid.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. You're right.
I was expecting a lot more.
It was too.
And I'm not just saying that. It is kind of sour, but
It's almost like wait, who said Sour Patch Kid? It's kind of like that.
I did. I just said it 2 days ago.
It is like a Sour Patch Kid, but I feel like I've definitely had more sour things.
Actually, I think I have a cut under my fingernail, and that's starting to burn from the touching it. Yeah,
the
that
first
burned.
5 seconds of that was not fun. There was just a lot going on, but then it like neutralized and mellowed.
Yeah, that's really. It wasn't as sour as I was expecting it to be.
I expected more for the one gummy. What is this challenge? One up challenge.
One up, and especially if you look at the graphics, it looks way more intimidating.
These look like
it's just
it's all like well,
you're gonna have to do your worst next time, Garrett.
I know. I guess I gotta find a better challenge for you guys because this was clearly not enough.
No, it's all right. We have I know I have a pretty high pain tolerance with stuff like that. I think they have
destroyed our taste buds.
Basically. We're growing hot peppers right now. We could send you a hot pepper. Well, or you could just buy one. We could just munch on a Carolina Reaper or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that just sounds. The problem with that, it's like that one chip was just so miserable. It just.
I think the hardest part of the one chip is just how dry it is.
Yeah.
It's like crunching down on charcoal.
But then you can feel it in your stomach too. Like it burns internally.
Angry. Yeah, it's angry. I think so he and I did it before you guys did, and we did it with a couple of friends, and we had I think everyone was sick within maybe a half hour.
It was rough.
It was so rough. And I think within a half hour, all of us were just getting really sick. But how did you do afterwards? Because I don't know if we.
Yeah, I don't think we touched base the next day.
I don't remember being that bad.
Yeah.
That's good.
I remember it wasn't that terrible, but like in the moment it was pretty bad. Like the next day I was like, I didn't get too sick. What's it taste like? Is it?
He wants me to taste the neutralizer.
It's really sweet.
Oh, it's just sweet. It's like sugar. It's just like that's
straight sugar.
It's like if you melted down one of those what are the powder sticks that for like the fun dip?
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah.
It tastes like a melted down fun dip stick.
Man, I've had poop all over my fingers.
But yeah, we could do that for the next whenever we do something again. That's another advice. I'd like to cut into this last video for one last little piece of advice. If you're gonna do any mead making, don't plan a home renovation right in the middle of it.
Yeah, that's why we've been on hold.
Yeah,
that's fair though. That's fair. I mean, I just feel like we're in the process of unpacking boxes, and so that's its own little disruption. But I can't imagine having to just rearrange everything. So
redoing floors, taking out walls. Yeah,
wow. Y'all doing it yourself?
Yeah,
trying to do as much as possible. Yeah,
us with friends. Well, mostly him with friends.
I've got a lot of good friends that are really good with construction, electrical stuff. So.
Yeah.
Man, well, those are good friends to have. Pay him in lots of lots of mead, and
Exactly.
I did that with all the people who've come over to like fix the AC or like the movers. I was just like, here's a box of mead, like I paid them obviously in real money because they don't accept that. You still got to pay them real money, but
an extra thank you on top.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And they were very happy to take free alcohol. So
Yes.
I mean, that's part of competition too. Like, I think who's the guy that he's like president or something. Anyway, he was one of the big competition people, and he was saying like knowing how to cater to the specific competition. If you're, really if your goal is to win medals, like knowing, like I said earlier, like this region has a different palette than this region, and kind of like knowing those intricacies.
Yeah.
Can help, but
it definitely there's a lot of that.
Yeah. Sorry, it just popped in my head. This year we went to the Indiana Mead. What was it called? Sugar Belt Mead.
Oh yeah. I heard about that.
You heard about it?
How was it?
It was good. It was good, man. You should go. You would be probably treated like royalty. I'm sure like everybody that went there, or at least probably 80% of the people would probably know who you are.
At least the people who are serving the mead would, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
There's definitely some people there who just go for the beverages and then they get drunk.
I feel like mead is there is that component, but I feel like mead is the community is so tight knit that like a lot of people that drink mead and that are into mead are also into like the idea of making mead or have made mead themselves.
Right.
So they've probably come across some of your stuff, but it was a really well put together. It's not, what am I trying to think? It's like a conference. Call it that, but it's outdoor. Nice little
fun.
park. Dude, yeah. If you ever make it out that way,
they had some nice techno music.
Yeah, really good Airbnbs within walking. It's a small town, but so you can Airbnb and just walk there.
The one thing I would recommend now is there's not much options for food or like or something to in between each drink. And so you're overwhelmed with all these drinks. And so a lot of people who go every year, what they were doing were making
pretzel necklaces.
So just with pretzels on them, and they were nibbling on them in between different meads.
Yeah.
And it was so smart, and we didn't have anything like that. And so it was a lot like, smelling yourself and taking a sip of water here and there.
Yeah. It's overwhelming when you drink that much mead in one go. That's how like Mead Stampede, even this year, we still parsed it out pretty well between a lot of people, but there's a lot of mead to drink. Yeah. And then every night there's all judges who make mead. And so then it turned into still drinking mead outside of that. So my blood sugar by the end of the weekend was like all out of whack.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, if you ever make it out that way, let me know. It's pretty cool.
It is a cool weekend.
We may go next year. It's like a 4 or 5 hour drive for us.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah. It'd be a flight for me, but it's not, it'd be one of those just a planning kind of thing. It'd be kind of fun though because I'm sure you got to try a lot of good commercial mead.
Yeah.
That was
from all over. They had people from like California.
Yeah, they had some good stuff.
Like all over the place.
Yeah.
There was definitely some good stuff.
There was the shoot.
I'd have to look up the names of my favorite ones. Yeah. I think Manic Meadery? I think they had a really good like blue lemonade mead or something.
That was good. That was good.
It was a hydromel.
There's definitely something there that I had never thought of.
There's lots of weird stuff.
And then there's some that it's like, another cherry. That's cool.
Yeah. I'll have to put that on the list. See if maybe I can get BC to come out to convince him to go.
Yeah, I don't know if you do any how you handle your taxes, but you could look at it as a
it's research. I'm just investing in the company.
Business whatever.
So
well, it was when we first started getting into competitions, we just assumed we could put both our names as brewer or And then to find out like, oh no, that's not how you do things. Okay. So it's like, all right, yeah, he is kind of like the main, like he's the mathematical mind behind it of like how we're gonna do it. And I'm the creative. And I hope
It's
you
a
don't
good
mind
team.
saying
We
that.
we got a good team.
So we're like, okay, it's just natural we put him first and then me, but
I mean, I don't
it's
care either
it's a
way.
good system how it works, but
I'm usually the one filling out the form.
yeah, he is
Yeah.
that. Because honestly, I didn't think we would get anywhere with competitions. I thought there were. I just
I like
assumed
competitions.
like we're new at this. We're not gonna get anywhere with it. It's like don't even bother with it. And then he's like, no, I think we should do it. And so
Well, yeah, I mean, I wanted to do it because I honestly just wanted feedback, and I thought what we had was pretty good, so I wanted to see if other people thought so too. Unbiased.
Mhm.
You know,
I just
friends are always good, like you said, friends are always gonna love
Yeah.
free boots.
yeah.
Right.
And now it's like I see the benefit of it because I actually get back the score sheets and it's you read through the comments of okay, maybe add a little bit of this or maybe take away some of the acid that I get from it and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, that's a good idea. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah,
Right.
don't be afraid. I guess I mean you can cut all this stuff into whatever, edit it into whatever video order you want. But like another thing is, don't be afraid to spend 20 or $30 to send a Mead to a competition. That's probably about what it takes.
Mhm.
$10 to register a Mead, maybe $20 tops to send a Mead, one Mead to a competition. So with $30, you can get some really, really good feedback that could steer you in a different direction
Yeah.
or give you.
Yeah.
I definitely. I get mixed sometimes. With Orpheus it was interesting because I got some, like I sent a sizer and I think I got things flipped around, but the sizer got one of them got first place. Anyways, they obviously liked it. One judge said, it needs more honey character. There's too much apple character. And then the other person said it needs more apple character. There's too much honey character. And I'm like, you both were tasting the same thing 5 feet from each other. It's like you didn't have a conversation to say, like, what are you going to say about this thing? It's like, who am I supposed to believe in this situation? So
it just goes to show that everybody's palate's different. And if you're not having conversations like this with other people outside of, your immediate circle, you might get kind of jaded or like single-minded about how you approach tasting something.
Right.
Yeah.
So always being open to other people's feedback, even though what one person says might not be good.
Yeah, I'm not going to discredit them, but I'm also like, it's hard to know who am I going to trust in this situation. So it's different.
That's where I always like. Sorry, I don't know. That's where I always like the idea of if we were to ever do something, as an actual business, it would be making sure we get input and we keep that in mind for when we brew stuff again, because I don't ever want to be that type of person that says, oh, my stuff is amazing, you don't know what you're talking about. I would never want to do it that way. So it's like, I'm already thinking of ways, how can we gather more data, gather more opinions to help us make things better.
Put out an opinion box.
Yeah.
That might be anonymous.
Yeah, definitely anonymous.
Yeah. Have you thought about opening up a meadery or?
BC and I have talked about it some. It's more on the financial side of just, finances, trying to get it to be able to afford it. And then a lot of it's just transferring all recipes that I have to make them commercial quantities. And I think I have some good recipes, but it's hard to scale up a recipe that's intended for 5 gallons and done at a homebrew level to, now we're going to do 200 gallons. Like apple cinnamon is like, I would love to put that, and can it and commercialize it and stuff like that. But the current way I do it would be almost impossible to do at a 200 gallon
not impossible, but a crap ton of work.
Yeah. And money wise, it just doesn't make sense. You're not going to get enough money. So like taking that recipe and saying, all right, I got to figure out how to get rid of using real apples all of a sudden. And so, there's just like elements like that where you're like, well, it's hard to do.
It's really hard to do, especially for like, I don't know, maybe purist is a bit of a heavy word, but like, I feel like, we probably share some similar feelings in that we like to use as natural of a source as we can when, that's what we're going for.
Right.
And like, I feel like those generally turn out better products if you know how to use them. And yeah, bumping those up to commercial scale is almost like shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah. I'm learning a lot about the inner workings of it through podcasting stuff because I get to talk to people all the time now. Just like they're normally are talking a little bit about their process. And so I feel like I understand what they're doing. It's just now taking the concepts that they're telling me and actually applying them to like, how can I make this simpler? So I'm slowly working my way there. But it's not moving very fast.
Yeah. Hey man, good things take time.
Oh yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Just like mead making. Well, it is mead making. Patience is a virtue. But yeah, man, if you guys, I would love to come visit a meadery that you and BC open up whenever that happens.
Yeah,
I say when that happens, not if that happens.
I sure hope that happens. There's a lot of planning there. So yeah. I don't consider myself the brains of the operation necessarily. I'm more of the I'm just making more recipes. So yeah, that's kind of my thing.
Well, everybody has their strong suits, man. And you guys are on like strangely a good team together. Like it's cool that you both live close together. And
did you know each other before?
No, we met through, I guess, 3 or 4 years ago now. He reached out to me on Reddit and was like, hey man, I'm also a brewer in Oklahoma City and I do mead stuff. And I think I can't remember what the first video I had him on was, but like I was like, hey, yeah, let's do something together. And so then we just did a video together and it was like, oh, this works really well. This is fun. Yeah. So
I remember that first interview. I think it was like a 2-camera setup and tiny room. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, no, like you guys have definitely a good thing going, and the two of you together would be an awesome meadery. So I look forward to the day that I can hopefully come visit that meadery.
Well, I hope it's sooner than later. We'll see what happens with money. I think if somebody dropped a whole lot of money in our lap right now, we would just be hitting the books to start doing stuff. But money seems to be the problem. It's kind of odd.
There's gotta be, there's definitely people willing to back you. They just need the pitch.
I feel like if anybody has a good chance of getting something off the ground now, like you guys have already, with the community that you've built around, the mead making, the videos, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. It's definitely built a buzz. Like I've kind of noticed the growth generally with mead over the years, and I mean, I honestly think part of that's due to what you guys, the content that you put out and other people put out. So yeah, I think it'd be awesome to see you guys open something someday.
We're definitely like I think we would make some moves on it and probably get more serious about it, coming up. Part of it's just like I think we're both comfortable in our jobs, and so it's like it's a big leap of faith because like I don't know that you could really do it. You could really just like continue to work your main job and still have this thing on the side. It'd be like all right, here we go. We're both gonna be done with our careers, what we're doing here, and we're just gonna hop in. But again, it's not like we're doing something that we don't enjoy. It's just there's a nervousness there, but who knows? I'm excited for it, and I'm excited to at least keep making mead. And so at the bare minimum, I'm having fun.
Right on, man. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
All right, guys. I will I guess I'll chat with you guys again soon, and then I'll come up with a better challenge than this. This was a dud, but I'm coming back with a vengeance. Don't worry.
All right, sounds good. Challenge
round 3 is going to me. It's 0-2 right now, but It's gonna be 1-2. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.
Thanks, man. Thanks for the meet. It's good to see you.
Cheers.